baby, my Valentine. You know you don't make it with temperature rise. If you leave me, I'm good. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. My love is the thought of me. I am so obsessed. I want to pull up, never need it. Pull up, make us see you love. Yeah, my love, you make a bad man. I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I'm feeling what you're doing, no, yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you. Now you where they got my fancy. Don't they do me, I give banky. Oh, no, 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 no. Or should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need to make a look pity. You won't make a sing to me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad can make you for Ghana. Here, dance for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show.
The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home fans are already fired up to get this game started. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies now have a swagger about them, and they don't mind doing a little jawing. If they ruffle some feathers along the way, Jaren Jackson Jr. said, "It's nothing new to us. We don't care. If they get mad, great. If they don't, that's fine too. We're going to have fun regardless. We're going to keep talking." Guys, they're going to keep playing as well.
You're right. They play well. David, thanks. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Torrey Craig is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Shamet in at the 2. And for the Grizzlies, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
During Desmond Bain's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bain's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
Throw good, Bain. Well, Craig, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And Bain drops them both.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Paul. Here's Ayton. And Adams sends it back. And Morant throws it down.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's tipped. Morant against Paul, and they get it. Paul missing again.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. 8 Ayton, a screen on Morant. A wide open look here for Craig. Connects from three-point range.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
A leaner. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Morant's got 8.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Pass to Shamet. Bridges a screen on Bain. And it's Shamet missing. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. Here's Brooks. Tries again. And the layup by Jackson.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Down by 12. Ayton, a screen on Morant. Puts it up from 12. And he can't bank that one in.
And he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And the shot goes down.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period. And he continues to stay aggressive.
Paul passes to Ayton. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by Jackson.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Bain. Another shot. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, this is what a diverse skill set buys you. Jackson with so many options after corralling the miss.
And the Suns call time. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Suns trail by 18. Paul outside. Ayton, the pass to Craig. And there it is for him. Craig's got 5 points so far.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against Indiana.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They played with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Suns trail by 20. Paul with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Ayton against Adams. That one falls.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
And so here's Memphis. Here's Jackson. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. 6 points for Jaren Jackson.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Craig. And the rejection by Jackson. Left side, Bain over Paul. And it's Memphis with another. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
When trading Shamet for Tobias Harris, the Sixers feared they were giving up a great three-point shooter, and they were right.
Now here's Brooks. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Pass to Shamet. The three. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And here's a look at some numbers for Brooks. His last 10 games, averaging 13 points per game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective. Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Morant against Paul. And it's Shamet missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And the basket by Jackson.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Here's Paul. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
And that one's good, Morant.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Paul against Morant. Paul kicks to Shamet. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Brooks. Rebound by the Suns. And here is Paul. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Bain. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded closely. Morant against Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Floats one, and that one's good. Shamet's got 8 points.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Memphis ends up going with the new group. And here's a look at some numbers for him. Memphis leading by 18. Here's Jones. Nails the 16-footer.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Lee outside. Back to Washington. Jacks up a three.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Jones. That shot no good. Now the Suns take it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Washington. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. No good from Lee. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And it's the Suns with the ball, following the score by Memphis. Lee passes to Okogie. Pass to Washington. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Poked away. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Williams. Out to Lee. 4 on the clock. And again, it's the Suns missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Clark is right there.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
The Suns shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Suns ball.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the technical free throw is good. And here are the Suns now. To the paint. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Jones, no luck.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Lee passes to Landale. Back to Lee. And the pass to Okogie. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. The shot by Sharch, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. fails to finish the play.
And that one's good by Clark.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
35 seconds left to play in the first. Washington passes to Landale. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. There's Williams. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Biombo is checked in for Phoenix. That's good from Williams. The Suns shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Pass to Okogie. Puts up a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Aldama. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. And so it's Memphis, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Please give a big round of applause.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And I think, Steve, now we see less real grudge matches than we did before. But do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin, I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the good for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Morant. First personal foul. First team
The Suns shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
for Phoenix. Corey Craig at the line for 2.
That's good from Craig. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Adams checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Landry Shamet's checked in for Washington. And so he makes both from the line. Memphis leading by 22. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Leans from outside, and it's Morant missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now, here's Biombo, following the miss by John Morant. Shot clock at 6. spins. Here's Paul. Second shot opportunity. Biombo kicks to Shamet. Sinks the three-pointer. Shamet's got 11 points.
You love Shamet's court awareness. Presents himself where he can catch and fire without hesitation.
Here's Morant. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Tipped away. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And then Morant slams it in.
Please protect the ball around Ja. He's looking for the steal and opportunity to run.
Suns trail by 21. Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps upping his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great. This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Make some noise. Here come your Grizzlies.
Ayton's checked in for Phoenix.
Well, a chance to check out MLK Bridges here. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games, averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. There's Shamet. Bangs home the trifecta. Shamet's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Bain. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Suns trail by 20. Paul with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Now here's Bridges. His last outing he had 24 points. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Morant bats for 2, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Ball against Morant. Here's Craig. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball outside. Passes it to Ayton. The rebound by Steven Adams. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Suns trail by 18. Paul passes to Bridges. Here's Craig. Another three for Phoenix.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Paul. It's Morant with the drop.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Paul passes to Ayton. And here is Shamet. Ayton a screen on Bain. Pulls it up. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Takes it from 10. Paul can't get it to go.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
Suns trail by 19. Ball against Morant. Ball passes to Shamet. Craig with a screen on Bain. Shamet, and it's blocked.
On the block shot, Dylan won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Adams' shot is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Shamet drills it from outside. Shamet's got 12 now in this quarter.
Keeps the defense guessing with the pull-up J. Landry Shamet's jumper is right on time.
Good on the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Bain. Here's Paul. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Paul's got 6 points.
A solid shooter. Once CP3 sees available space, he's going to take that shot.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
It's that time of game, everybody. Come on, let's give away the ball for your Grizzlies players.
Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. Konchar's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Morant. And the Suns here with a different look. Saric is checked in for Torrey Craig. Okogie comes in for Bridges. Damian Lee, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Washington subbed in for Paul. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Here's Konchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Konchar's got his second bucket of the night. The Suns shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Jones against Washington. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Brandon Clark. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Dwayne Washington Jr. taking 2 shots.
Free throw good from Washington. Washington hits them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Jones, and another basket for Memphis. Now, Washington, 5 points in the game. Saric outside. Back to Washington. And it's off from three-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Suns trail by 20. Lee kicks to Washington. Ayton a screen. Washington with it. Guarded down by Clark. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Ayton hits them both.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends. You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Washington with it. 5 points in the game.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck for deep here. It's just not his night.
And Jones has it in the corner. Some solid defense from Saric. Suns trail by 20. And here is Washington. 8 points his last outing. And there's a whistle. That goes on John Konchar.
14 fouls.
That's his first foul. And Phoenix making a change here. Landale's checked in. Here's Washington. 5 on the clock. Here's Landale. Lays it up off the glass. Landale's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
Washington inside. Jackson on him. charge. That's good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Conchar. It's blocked. Now, here's Washington.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
The Suns have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And he knocks down the first one.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Washington hits them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Jones, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. He's got 11.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And there's the call on Jones. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Dwayne Washington Jr. at the line for 2.
Free throw good from Washington. Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Washington hits them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. And then Morant cranked it in.
One of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Morant has people on skates.
Suns trail by 18. Now Washington, 9 points in the game so far. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Here's Williams, and another basket for Memphis.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there, proving how important that concept is.
Pass to Okogie, launches it. It's good from long range. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And it's Williams throwing it down.
One side of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Washington against Morant. Charge, a screen on Morant. Washington, that's good.
Indeed, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Suns trail by 13. 46 seconds left here in the second. Lets it go with the 3. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Conchar. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Conchar's got 5 points in the quarter.
he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Washington finds Charlotte. Back to Washington from outside the arc. It's Clark with the rebound.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Here's Conchar. Off target there with the little leaner.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
Into the lane, Washington. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Substitution. Here's Memphis.
Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He was a true standout in the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Some great games around the league as we welcome you tonight. Let's take a look at some final scores for games that have wrapped up. Boston came away with the win against the Hornets in Charlotte, and that extends their winning streak to 7 games.
Just another great example of you have to bring maximum effort to win in this league.
And keeping things moving, what a tremendous first-half performance for the Grizzlies.
Their plus margin on the boards has fueled this lead. They've been the much more physical team.
Yeah, this is how I played. You got to lean on them until they break.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Randy Shamet. Bridges out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Paul in at the point guard.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Here's Bridges. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Ayton a screen on Morant. 14 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. Paul's got 8 points.
You know, the pick and roll play is his forte. Chris Paul knows exactly what he's doing.
And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Paul looking over the floor. Morant with the steal. Over Paul. And it's Memphis with another.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Suns trail by 20. Paul right side, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Bain with the bucket.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half. Offensively, 4 straight and counting.
Paul with the ball. 8 points for him. Looking for 8, he gets it in there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the impressive reach of Aiden. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Morant against Paul. Bridges dishes to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's Shamet. Grizzlies making the shot. Or the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Shamet's got 23 points.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Now, here's Shamet. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Morant.
Coming onto the floor for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones.
Shamet on the wing. Bridges inside. Brooks covering. On the clock. 3-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. 20 feet out. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Jackson's got 12 in the game. Now, here's Shamet. Guarded by Bain. He had a nice open look right there.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Brooks. Here he goes.
Busting his way around the floor, Brooks able to absorb contact without it affecting the shot.
Here's Paul. He's got 8. The pass to Ayton. Nice D from Brooks. Memphis leading by 22. Over Ayton. Brooks misses. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. Pass to Craig. Shamet kicks to Craig. Out to the right wing. Paul passes to Craig. Off target from 3-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Goes up on the wing. Jackson gets the bucket. He's got 14.
Giving you a lot of versatility. Jackson can really shoot from anywhere. That makes him easy to fit into your offense.
Now, here's Craig. He's got 16.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Jones, 11 points in the game. Over Paul. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jones has got 13. The Suns have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Bridges outside. Latrey. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Inside. Here's Jones. Yep, it counts. 15 points for Tyus Jones.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Phoenix calls timeout.
It's that time, Grizzlies fans. Here comes the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. And then for Phoenix, Sharch comes in for Torrey Craig. And Washington subbed in for Landry Shamet. And here is Paul. He's got 8. Sharch outside. Three-pointer. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Phoenix making some changes. Biombo checks in for 8. And Lee's subbed in for Paul. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Okay, fans, make some noise for the Grizzlies Clippers.
at some of the stats here for Lee. How last month turned out for him. First in free throw percentage and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Here's Bridges. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Jones. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Well, Phoenix shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Bridges. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Payne for 3. And again, gets the Grizzlies from deep.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Passes to Saric. On the wing, Bridges. Saric with the bounce pass. Pass to Biyombo. Back to Washington. Here's Bridges. And no good that time. Nice D from Brooks. Memphis has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And there's the pass to Washington. Saric just screen on Jones. Washington with it. Jones covering. And it's Washington missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The drive by Brooks, and that one is stuffed right through.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
The Suns shooting 43% from the field. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Just a little too aggressive. His 5th foul of the night. Expect them to go right at him to try to pick up number 6.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Williams comes in for Brooks. And Conchar subbed in for Bain. And Phoenix also making a switch. Okogie's checked in for McHale Bridges. Washington, that's good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space. It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his 2nd.
Washington softly drops in the floater. Washington's got 8 points here in this quarter. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Another 3 for Phoenix.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
From the corner, and the Grizzlies check on 2 more.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Pass to Saric. To the wing right side. And it's Washington missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Williams, and another basket for Memphis.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the score by Memphis. Here's Saric. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Jones. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Jones has got 26 points.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And a change for the Suns. Landale's checked in. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Morant, and they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 1.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Now here's Lee. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Okogie for 3. That shot is off. Memphis has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 13.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Damian Lee, shooting 1.
Passes it to Okogie. He tries for 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Okogie's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
Shots good by Williams.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the 2nd game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
When he gets into one of these grooves, you never know how long they're going to last. Sometimes they go on and on and on.
Here's Washington. He's got 26. Pass to Okogie. There's the triple. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Conchar in at the two-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The Suns shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Lee against Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
First one falls for him. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Memphis has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Got that one up and Morant's got 45 points.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Here's Lee. Sweet little floater.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Here's Lee. Grizzlies with the rebound. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Tillman's shot is good.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
To the inside, Landale. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
And then Morant banks it in.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. We talk about players, Steve, we talk about coaches and GMs, but not too much about owners and their effect on the game and the organization.
Kevin, the owners for me are A1. It starts from the top. They're the ones who hire the team president, GMs, and coaches. And certainly, there's some teams who have some great owners.
Here's Okogie following the score by Memphis. 5 to shoot. Over Williams. Okogie misses. For Memphis, they've got every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
He breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Lee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
Second team foul. Shooting for Phoenix. Saban Lee. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
So both teams making some changes here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defenders?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two. And it works sometimes, but good offenses always find the weak link.
Suns have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Landale misses. Grizzlies have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points. And for the Suns, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Lee passes to Okogie. Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Phoenix ball.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Fast break, here we go.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
At the line for the Suns, Damian Lee. At the line for one.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Okogie. To the right side. Here's Landale. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Grizzlies have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Williams and the Grizzlies take on 2 more.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Now here's Lee. Shorts with the screen for Lee. A shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Morant.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Here's Williams. Money from the wing. Williams has got 14 points now in the second half.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Lee outside. Right wing for three, Okogie. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Phoenix has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. From deep. No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Lee outside. At the elbow, Lee to the paint. Here's Saric. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Shoots. Adams' shot is off. The Suns shoot just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Williams against Lee. Saric passes to Lee. And the three off target. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And every year it seems like outcomes in the playoffs can hinge on health. It's part of the game, as you well know.
It is, Kevin, and we hate it because obviously health can change the direction of a series or a team. But the one thing teams are doing a better job is they are lengthening and going deeper into their bench.
Washington's checked in for Lee. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Jones from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 29 in the game.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Here's Washington out to lead, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. The baseline J. Rebound by Okogie. Phoenix has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Steve, you played all 4 years at Michigan State. When you think about the fun you had there, what was more enjoyable, playing college basketball or in the pros?
Kevin, I have to be honest, both was fantastic. When in college, those 4 years was something I'll never forget. But then obviously, ultimately, you want to make it to the NBA, and I got a chance to do that. So both were fantastic in my eyes.
Phoenix with the ball. Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Landale. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Jones, that's for 2. That one a little long. Sun shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Now the pass to Okogie. He's looking for Saric and finds him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You can deny or you can just front the post.
Well, Phoenix shooting 43% for the game. On the wing, Lee takes the 3. Cans it from downtown. Lee's got 4 this quarter.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. For 3, Okogie. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. From 20 feet out. Rebound by Okogie.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And nowadays, it seems like players have more opportunities than ever before. But, Steve, does that add to the challenge of balancing on the court versus off the floor?
It does for some individuals, but I love the opportunities that they're getting, and I love they're taking advantage of it. Most of the guys can juggle and balance both.
Now, here's Adams. No good again that time.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Now, here's Washington. He kicks it to Saric. Suns moving the ball around. Good on the triple.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Jones, that's for 2. And it's off the back rim, no good. Here's Okogie. Over in the corner, Washington. Here's Saric. Got 3 off the mark. Memphis has got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And again, Memphis no good. And here are the Suns now. It's been 10 unanswered points. Washington against Jones. Washington passes to Saric. Landale. And Adams sends it back.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Grizzlies shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Yes, that goes in. Jones has got 31.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Shot from 12. Washington, that's good.
Washington 2.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter. A baseline J. Adams' shot is off. The Suns on offense. They're on a 16-7 run.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
Their superior ball handling, 1 and 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here.
On your feet, fans, here they come, your Grizzlies.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And another miss by Memphis. And it's the Suns' ball. Lee passes to Washington. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Count that one.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Covered by Lee. It's good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Pass to Landale. No good from outside. Here's Aldama. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Jaron. A young team, but you're going in the right direction. How does a game like tonight help you keep that flow?
It's progress. You know, everything is progress. A win you can learn something from, a loss you can learn something from. So we're taking every little bit of it, and we're just happy to get one at home today.
It's a step in the process, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.